Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's Reading the Red this Monday morning with a lovely bright sense of light this lovely September. Matthew chapter 12, verse 49. And Jesus says these words. And stretching out his hand towards his disciples, he said, "Behold, my mother and my brothers." Stretching out his hand towards his disciples. They told him that his mother and his brothers were outside. And he says, "Who is my mother? Who is my brother?" And then he presses the point by saying, "Look, my mother and my brother." What's Jesus saying? Clearly, his disciples weren't his mother and his brother. No, what he was saying was that we are on the same team. We belong to the same side. And the same side, the same team, is God's team. Jesus came to destroy the works of the evil one. He came to restore the brokenness of humanity. He came to reconnect people to God. And Jesus is saying to these guys here, my mothers and my brothers, these are my mothers, these are my brothers. We're on the same team. We belong to the same Father. And we're about the same business as the Father. And the same business as the Father is the establishing of the kingdom of God on earth as it is in heaven. I wonder, what do you live for? Do you live for yourself? What are you going to do today? Who are you doing it for? Are you doing it just because it has to be done? And how are you doing it? God, if you're a Christian, wants you to be a person who is available to him every day. Reporting for duty, sir, should be the declaration of our hearts every morning as we allow God to take our lives and to reaffirm in us that we are his mothers, we are his brothers. We are on the team that belongs to God, the team that is following Jesus, the team that is seeking after establishing the kingdom of God here on earth as it is in heaven. We're not just going through the day, going through the motions, doing life, going to work, making things, breaking things, taking things, giving things. We're not just about serving ourselves, fulfilling our own needs, looking after our own enterprise, establishing our own kingdom. No, we are his mothers and his brothers. We're on Jesus' team. We belong to the team A, Team Jesus. We belong to him because the alternative team is Team B, the devil's team, serving the devil's will and the devil's purposes and the devil's plans, bringing devastation and darkness wherever we go, destroying and undermining and climbing over other people to get where we want to go, and beating up rather than serving and healing and bringing wholeness. We're not on the devil's team. If we're a Christian, we're on the Father's team. Jesus says these words. Who is my mother? Who is my brother? I tell you, who's my mother? Who's my brother? These guys here, my disciples. Ask yourself the question. Are you a Christian disciple serving the will, purpose and plans of God? Perhaps there's a question you need to answer by the end of this day. Have a great day. Bless you, and I'll see you tomorrow.